This is H.H. Sherman from Sigma Comics, and I'm here with my wonderful pal, Troy Stegner from Zia Comics. And Troy, we're here to talk about this wonderful Kickstarter campaign that Sigma Comics has. What is it called? Calico Street Math.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Look at it. Thank you for showing it. And you got your copy there?
Yes, sir. It's so pretty.
Yep. It's really great. It's 240 pages of calico action going up against people who abuse and kill animals. Look at that. It's 240 pages, solid trade paperback. And right now, listen, it's only available on Kickstarter.com. And that's why you and me are chatting today. And you've got your copy there. And we, as we always like to do, we like to make sure we just get the runs right off of the press, right on the Kickstarter as that. There you go. So you got your copy. And why don't you tell the audience there about the trade and why it's great and why you should go get it now?
Yeah. Well, that Kickstarter is running until the 15th of September, right?
That's right.
The biggest thing, it supports, it goes to support animals and stuff. I mean, it stops animal abuse.
Right.
That's the big thing. But the other big thing is it's a good story. It's a great story. There's the main character is great, but what I like about it is all the ancillary characters are just as compelling and interesting as Hector Calico. So, I mean, if you guys haven't read this yet, if you haven't read the single issues, you don't have to worry because now you can get it all together and read it in one sitting. If you have got the single issues yourself, hey, it makes a great gift. Buy it for your friends or other animal lovers in your life. They're going to enjoy this. One caveat, one warning. He doesn't pull punches when it comes to punishing animal abusers. So if you're a little bit queasy, you might want to skip over that panel.
Right. Well, Troy, that's a great intro for this video, and I appreciate your support of the series. You're a comic book lover. You've been a comic book reader for generations, and you're not only a comic book lover, but you own a store, Zia Comics, and you have multiple locations. You also have a show that you're connected with and a bunch of shows. So you're really someone that has been seminal to comics for a long time. And you've been around in comics for a decent amount of time to develop a palette for what's good and what isn't. And you strongly recommend the series.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's something new. It's fresh. It's not your typical dude with a whole lot of powers going out and fighting crime. And well, he does fight crime, but it's not your normal types of crime. Like I said, he's part of an organization that is very much against animal abuse, and they stomp it out by any means necessary.
That's an understatement. Well said. Well said. Well, we're having a great time creating it, and you guys are having a great time reading it. It is available in comic book shops, but this is really the very first time ever that we've put out a trade to collect it, all the volumes in one solid volume, all the issues, I should say, in one volume. So that's why this is momentous and why this is important. There's a lot of great interest in the series, but this is really the only place where you're going to get it in one book. And frankly, it looks great. It looks beautiful. I have a copy here myself. The Here Comes Calico volume looks absolutely gorgeous. And, it is available right now only on Kickstarter until September 15th. And in addition to this volume, we have a collector's edition that you can only get once again on the Kickstarter. It's a beautiful calico art by Garnabiel. Look at that gorgeous black and white amidst a gold, solid gold metallic. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, 240 pages full color inside. And we welcome all of you who are true comic book lovers to head on over to Kickstarter.com and make sure you pre-order it, because frankly, we do need your support. We can't do it without you. It's a solid comic book. And listen, look at the testimonials. Why don't you turn that trade around, Troy, and read off those testimonials that are on that book.
An authentic labor of love like no other, by legendary storyteller and artist Jim Steranko. Wow. The whole package is very impressive, by this guy named Klaus Janson. He's done a few things in comics. And the last one here is "You're Doing Good Work Here, HH" by Mr. Mike Barron. So those are three. These aren't just Joe Schmo off the street. You stopped them and asked them how they liked it. These are three big names in comics who are giving it accolades.
Right. Yeah, they're legends. They're true legends in every use of the word. And we are humbled by their interest and support of the series. And frankly, we welcome you. If you haven't heard of this series, this is a great time for you to head on over to Kickstarter.com and give us your support. It's already been vetted by the best. You heard Troy rattle off those names and the testimonials. There they are, right on the screen there. There they are, absolutely gorgeous. Trade book there. Here Comes Calico. It's called Calico Street Math. And, there it is. Head on over to Kickstarter and type in Calico Street Math, and you'll come across the campaign. Just go ahead and back this project, the big green button, and you'll be able to add on your awards, and that'll go a long way to helping us in our fight against animal abuse. But also, it'll put some great comics in your hands. And as Troy mentioned, this isn't just great for you, a comic lover. You can give this to anyone in your friend or family network that loves and cares about animals, that knows that, so that they can know that every penny does go to fighting animal abuse. And you're doing a great thing by supporting the series. So thank you so much, Troy, for joining me. Just to rattle off some wonderful information about the Calico. I'll just tell you very quickly here. It's been a pleasure for me to work on this series. I have a great team: Garner Biel, Renato Pinto, Danielle Grimaldi. We've done all just worked very hard to make sure that this first run came off in spectacular fashion. I think we've achieved this. As a creator, you always want to do something innovative and unique that the audience appreciates. And I think what we were able to do was get the plane off up into the sky, and with the last couple issues there, really come in for that landing. And I think we were able to accomplish it, and that's certainly what we're getting from the feedback from everyone. And of course, you've been a big fan of the series as well.
Yeah, and most trades are 5, maybe 6 issues. This is 8, and the 8th one is a double size. So basically, you got really 9 issues of story in this book. So go to the Kickstarter, man, and back it. It's well worth it. Help them get to that, because you want this on shelves, man. You want this to get a lot of attention so we can see more and more of Hector Gill and Calico.
Absolutely. And just a little dessert for for those of you who are going to go and back this. I'm already working on the second run of the series, and we're going to have some pretty big news when that comes around. So this is a great time to jump on board and get on the Calico train, and read, get in on the series, really start enjoying and getting into the nitty gritty of the Calico story, and enjoy the first run, so that by few months, we should have some movement there on the second series. So we should have a book coming out for the second series, the first book of the second series. And listen, guys, I'll tell you right now, there's going to be some really big news coming ahead. So get on now, because the news is going to be really big, and it's going to be a lot of people talking about it, because we got some big names that we're going to be helping us on there. So, and of course, we'll share that with you, Troy, in the coming months. And I want to thank you for your support. Thank you for your audience. Absolutely. And listen, go ahead. One last mention: Sigma Comics, Calico Street Math. There it is. Head on over to Kickstarter. All you got to do is type in Kickstarter.com in your browser, type in Calico Street Math, and we'll see you in the finish line, folks. We'll see you there. I really appreciate your support.
Go to the Kickstarter.
That's it. Well said, my brother. We'll talk to you soon.
No doubt.
Have a good one.
You too.